So I know I don't usually wear glasses. I'm trying it out, because I do, like, in normal life, so whenever I meet people, I'm wearing glasses, and literally I just want consistent brand image, so, like, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, but today is Sunday, religious talk, sick again, what a surprise. Recently I've been missing a couple of videos, but that's not the only thing I've been missing. I've been missing church and youth group, a bit recently. And I wanted to talk about how I feel about that. So, like, there was a Wednesday I missed because of a funeral. Then the Sunday I was sick. Then the Wednesday I was sick. Then the Sunday I was sick? Then, is that it? Has it been 4 or has it been more than that? I don't know, whatever. I've missed at least 2 weeks worth of church and youth group. Now, for some people, they're like, okay, what's the big deal? I, like, go to church never, or I go to church once or twice a year, or I go, like, once a month or something. But for me, I pretty much go every Sunday, every Wednesday, church and youth group. And I think it's a vital part of my faith. God calls us to community, and he says, wherever two or more are gathered, there am I also. So, like, gathering as a family of faith is hugely important. And, like, it's in the essence of the sacraments. We baptize in front of the church, by the church, and we take communion as a family meal. Like, the early church broke bread together, and that's something we still do. So, on the one hand, I'm, like, trying to get to church as much as possible. On the other hand, I'm sick, and I have homework. I'm looking at my physics book right now, and there are extenuating circumstances. So, how do I feel about navigating this? Like, at what point do I give up and say, okay, I cannot go? There are a couple of things. Number one, my parents have set a rule wherein if I don't go to school, I don't get to do the after-school activities I would do that day. So if I'm sick and miss Wednesday school, I don't get to go to youth group. So that's an easy rule. Rule number two is if I have a migraine and I'm on something, that means I can't take my migraine medicine. I went to church once with an unmedicated migraine, and it was the worst experience in my life. That also keeps me from school, and that also, ergo, could keep me from youth group. But it usually doesn't. Usually. Because usually I'm not on an antibiotic or something that prevents me from medicating my migraines. So, that's 2 big ones. Clearly, I prioritize funerals over youth group, and I would prioritize a funeral over church too. A, because it's a churchy thing, and B, because I think showing support is more important than receiving the support I get from youth group on the regular. And then, of course, there are days when I just don't have the spoons to do something. So for those of you who aren't familiar with spoon theory, spoons are basically a unit of energy. It's really something primarily used to describe how chronically ill people have to spread their spoons very carefully. Is that like an actual metaphor? I don't know. But we have to quantify how much energy we have and make a game plan about where we can spend it. And sometimes I just run up against a wall and I cannot do anything. But like, if I am sick with like a cold, if I'm sick with like a fever that would not keep me home from school, I will go. Sometimes I will not take my temperature intentionally so I can go. But I also do that for school. So, I don't know. I just really prioritize going to church, and I feel like even though I've had valid excuses, I still feel like I haven't gone enough, because it just brings so much joy to my life, and so many of my friends are there, and I don't know. Yeah. So, let's see if I can go this Wednesday. I hope you have a great day.